Hey, I'm Rob, and today I want to talk about coffee. Well, I drink a lot of coffee, and today my coffee was delivered. I ordered it online directly from the producer, from Nescafe. I use the Dolce Gusto brand after being a hardcore Nespresso fan for a couple of years. And I switched over because actually the system allows you to do some milk-based stuff like cappuccinos and latte macchiatos, which my wife also loves. So yeah, we switched over. This is not what I want to talk about. I'm not in any way affiliated with those guys, and unfortunately I don't receive any free coffee or money from them. But what I want to talk about is a great example of both customer retention as well as cross-selling. So let me show you. First of all, when the package arrived, and they come in a big box, so I usually order about 20 of those boxes, so this like a big box that arrives. The first thing actually that I noticed when unpacking was that they added a bar of chocolate. It's, I mean, it's a bar of chocolate, but still, I think it's a nice gesture. It's immediately made me happy. I mean, I don't even eat chocolates, my wife does, but nevertheless, I think it's a nice gesture and absolutely made a great impression. So, first, good thing about customer retention. Then, regarding cross-selling, I think those guys are doing a great job in general. So on every of those boxes, I will edit this in later, you can see a selection of different tastes, different espressos, cappuccinos, chocochinos, iced cappuccinos, whatever they have. So that's nice because every time you actually have one of those in your hand, you see what you might be missing and what you might order. So this is really great. But then I saw this one, which says try the Ristretto Ardenza, which is one other espresso brand. Now, I think in the beginning, because I used to be a customer a few years back before I switched over to Nespresso, and now I'm switching back for whatever reason. I think they only had one brand of espresso. Now they have like 6 or 7. So as I drink a lot of espresso, first thought was, hey, I need to order that thing. So it's placed on a very convenient place on the box. So this is actually great packaging design, and it makes me want to reorder, which is great. So then, with that in mind, I continued to unbox the whole package, and I found this little box inside, and it says welcome to Espressart, the modern art of coffee. And I thought it was some cheesy, I don't know, it shows some pictures of coffee cups. I don't know if you can see that. I thought it was some cheesy branded art stuff, but no, when you open this, some samples. Actually, some samples of all the different espresso tastes they have, including the one I didn't know. So, I can try it instantly. And they also solve another problem, because actually there are different types, like this is the regular espresso, they have the espresso intenso, they have the espresso ristretto, the espresso barista, they have some other brands they are cooperating with, which I actually prefer. And it's always the same, when you have to pick one of those, you never really know which one, how they compare. And of course, the Intenso is probably stronger than the Espresso one. But the other one, I didn't really know. So how do the Espresso Barista one, the gray one, and the Espresso Intenso one compare? I didn't have a clue. Luckily, those guys added a little brochure. And in the brochure, there is a nice little graph, which actually shows the order of strength and taste intensity, which is great because it actually answers the one question that I had, which is, how do they compare? Because it's not always that clear if you taste it, to be honest. So again, a really great way of answering customer questions. They also include, descriptions of those different types of espresso. And when I was finished, I saw that there's a bonus code on the backside. So it actually says 20% discount on the whole accessories assortment. And it's valid for a good half a year, so which is great. So I can order whatever accessoire is a complicated word, whatever I want with a 20% discount, which again will make me reorder. So those guys really know to do cross-selling. Also in I think which is also another way of great customer retention. In every one of those boxes, you will actually find a little code inside. You can see that in here. And if you enter that code, you get some bonus points, and it's one way of getting customers back to the web page and having customers interact, because I always enter that code online when I throw those boxes away. And I think for every 10 or 20 boxes there is a free box of those. You can actually use the points, or you can use the points to buy accessoires, whatever. So again, everything is somehow interlinked. It's a great way to interact with the customer. It's a great way to pull the customer back. Three, Nescafé, Nestle, Dolce Gusto, great job on the whole thing. So last point, you might be wondering, why not just buy in stores? I mean, if you go shopping, you can just buy those. And I think the reason is, and the reason they want to interact with you, of course, if they put the coffee packages in retail stores, they will have to give away some of their margin. And by selling it online directly to the customer like me, they can keep that margin. And I order online because I don't feel like carrying big boxes of coffee around, in addition to the huge amount of stuff we usually buy. So it's really a fantastic way. Very good example. And if you have physical products to sell, think about what you can do. So think about how you could actually add cross-selling opportunities, how you could get the customer back to your homepage to interact, to show him new offers, to get him involved. And yeah, great way of doing that. Maybe one thing they could improve is when I take the bar of chocolate again. Even though it was nice having that, and even though I was happy having that, and I think it's a very, very nice thing to do, because it probably costs them nothing, because they probably get sponsored by this chocolate brand here. The only really mention of this is a very, 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 very tiny, where do I have it? Let me see. Oh, that was the coffee. The only mention that actually the only mention that you have, very, very, very small print on the actual invoice, which basically says, free bar of chocolate included. And I think that's the one thing they messed up just a little bit, because I think it would have been a nice way of adding another element of communication. They could have, added a little flyer saying, a little sticker on here. Thank you for being our customer. We value that you order regularly. Or thank you for placing your 20th order, or whatever. So that would be, another nice way to impress the customer. Didn't do it, still good enough. So as usual, if you like this video, please let me know. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, if you have not subscribed to the newsletters, please do so now, so that I can send you all the updates of this blog. Let me try. Delicious. Have a great day.